I am going to begin this interview with some of your quotes and ask you to elaborate on each one of them. So let's begin with the colony type rule in Ladakh after the abrogation of Article 370, which you have spoken about.
Yes, so right now in Ladakh, after it became a UT rather than 370, I would say, after it became a UT and a UT without legislature, it has no platform for people's aspirations, no voice of people. It's everything decided by one individual, which is the lieutenant governor, and therefore it is bereft with democracy, just like colonies of the past used to be.
Is that the reason why you said, and I quote you again, we have jumped out of the frying pan into the fire?
Yeah, that was partly about the state of democracy and partly how in the past there were safeguards in the Jammu and Kashmir due to 370 and our expectations, and not just expectations but promises made to us were that we would be included in sixth schedule of the Indian Constitution, and elections were won with that on top of the manifestos. And now it's taken forever. I hope it happens, but without that, there are no safeguards for the culture, land, and environment of Ladakh, and therefore it's like out of the fry pan into the fire.
How will the sixth schedule status change things for the people of Ladakh?
So the
Yeah.
sixth schedule of the Indian Constitution, Article 244, gives this special status to areas where indigenous tribal populations exist. A special status in that they get their autonomous councils where elected representatives make decisions and can make laws, and therefore in such a sensitive ecological security wise sensitive area like Ladakh, local people, indigenous people should have a say in how the area is managed. So this is the biggest benefit of sixth schedule, that it gives lawmaking powers to the local councils, which is like a small assembly or a parliament of the local indigenous people.
You know, you supported the abrogation and also rejoiced at being declared a union territory. And now you seem to be training your guns at the same government you once supported.
No, Ladakh's happiness was not about abrogation of 370. It was about creation of the UT of Ladakh. This was a long standing demand of the people of Ladakh to become a UT. And what was coming in the way was 370, because we were told that as long as there is 370, you cannot get a status, an existence, or an entity of your own, because it has to be passed in the Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir with 370 there. So people rejoiced that now Ladakh could become a UT, and it was about that more than anything to do with 370. So after we became a UT, we were hoping to become a UT with legislature and a UT where we were promised we would be included in the sixth schedule. It was this disappointment that made us, raise our voice, not anything about 370 per se.
So, the fact that Ladakh has been declared a union territory, would you say half the battle is won?
Yes, I would say half the battle is won, but the other half is very important because otherwise we are worse off. So, therefore, we hope that there is only delay, it's not the end of hope because we want to believe that the government will be sensitive enough to keep what they promise to us and what every citizen in the nation deserves and gets in the largest democracy of the world. The mother of democracy should give democracy to the last citizens on the border.